today you join me for the third FA Cup final in a row that we've been in. And it's the sixth time we've been in the final in the last 7 seasons. But this could, if we win today, be the third time in a row that we've won the FA Cup. And I think it's a new record. Having said all of that, the thing I should have mentioned in the intro is it's against our arch nemesis, Liverpool. Welcome to episode 98 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name is Mark, and on today's episode we have for you the FA Cup final at Wembley against, as I say, the arch nemesis, Liverpool. And we managed to get a 1-1 draw against them at home in the Premier League a couple of games ago. Which doesn't bode well, I suppose, but who knows? We might just be able to pull something off. Let's hope we can today. Let's go and have a look at nothing been happening since you were last with us, of course, but we will have a look and do a deep dive into the FA Cup final, Liverpool and Chelsea. But the big question is, how have we arrived here? So what we will do is, if we go to the third round, because I don't think anybody appeared until the third round. Can we... got to remember how to do this now. Is it this view stage? Here we go. View stage tree. I always get it the wrong way around. Third round. Here we go. This is how we do it. Right. Let's have a look then how Liverpool have arrived at today's final. They had a 5-1 win against AFC Wimbledon in the third round. 5-1 scoreline there. They went on to meet West Ham and beat them 3-2. A very tight game for them there. A 2-1 win against Leeds United in the fifth round. Took them to Sheffield United. Well, didn't take them to Sheffield United, but Sheffield United visited them at Anfield. And that was a resounding 5-0 win. Took them through to the semi-final. A 1-0 win over Arsenal, who we beat in the last game in the Premier League. And that's how they've arrived at the final today. How have we got here? Well, we've got here by virtue of beating Swansea in the third round. A goal to nil. In fact, no, I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I? Wolves we beat 2-0 in the third round. Then came through with a 1-0 win against Swansea in the fourth round. Went to Luton and beat them 3-0. Clean sheets so far. 3-0. I think the Wolves game, though, was it not a replay? I'll check in a minute. 3-0 win against Luton Town. 2-1 win against Leicester. Took us to the semi-final against Manchester City, who we beat 4-1. Arrives then today's final against Liverpool. That's how we have arrived. We can have a look. Yeah, it was a third round replay that we beat them 2-0. So it's only showing the replay, isn't showing the 3-3 draw that we had at the outset. So that's not really giving us a true run, is it? So how we've got there, 3-3 draw in the third round. Zerbin getting Wolves underway after 7 minutes. They were 2 up after 12. Chevalier, the goalkeeper, scoring an own goal after 16, made it 2-1 at half-time. Mario Pasalic getting the third for Wolves, making it 3-1 after 57 minutes. And then we had a big turnaround to do. Kai Havertz after 72. Kingsley Coman after 77, making it 3-3, taking us to the replay against them at Stamford Bridge. Sorry, no, it wasn't. It was at Molineux. That was at Stamford Bridge. Then we went to Molineux where we managed to get a 2-0 win over them. Let's just select this right. The 2-0 win over them. Gavaldio and Milenkovic-Savic getting the goals in that game to see us through to the third round, to the fourth round. Fourth round was a very tight affair again. Kai Havertz getting the winner after 16 minutes, and we had to hang on for the rest of that game to see us through to a fifth round tie against Luton Town. We went to the Power Court Stadium. Bob Boza after 39, Timber after 43, and Kai Havertz on 58, giving us a clear 3-0 win in that one. Took us through to the quarterfinal matchup against Leicester, where we managed to get in front after 5 minutes through Davide Fratisi. Kai Havertz after 17 making it 2-0, and a consolation goal from Patterson Daka after 90 minutes just give us a bit of a squeaky bum for the final few minutes of injury time. Then we went to Wembley, been here before. We played Manchester City in that semi-final. João Felix getting City the lead after 4 minutes. Give the boys a very good talking to at half-time. Rodrigo getting us back level after 57 minutes. He added a second after 66. 2 minutes later, Davide Fratisi give us clear daylight, 3-1 at this stage. And then Rodrigo, 4 minutes into injury time at the end of the game, rounding it off with a hat-trick and a good win in that semi-final against Manchester City, which brings us through to today's final. And as we know, Nemesis that we play against Liverpool, we just can't seem to get 2 wins in a row out of them, albeit we did there. But we seem to struggle. Let's hope we don't today. We've played them in the FA Cup final. I think it was last season. We'll go and check in just a moment. Beat them 5-0 last season. Totally astounded me. We want to repeat if it's at all possible. But we couldn't do the double over them in the Premier League. They got that lead in that last match against Sir Salah after 39. Had to wait to 3 minutes into injury time for Rodrigo to get us an equaliser. Looked like they were going to sneak a win there and give them the upper hand going into today's final. Did say I was going to have a look and see who we played in the final last season. It was Liverpool. Beat them 5-0. Kai Havertz scoring 4. Khalidou Koulibaly getting the other one. We were 2 up after 10 minutes. 9 minutes, in fact. 3 up after 14. Took 3-0 lead in at half-time. I don't really think we're going to be able to achieve that today. Somehow. We'll see. Let's not talk about it anymore. Let's go and have a look at the teams then, our team start off with, that will face Liverpool for this FA Cup final. And this is the team that will face Liverpool in this Emirates FA Cup final. Maganan continues in goal. Cucurella, Gavaldio, Garcia and James make our defensive lineup. Kovacic and Kante are in front of them. Koeman, Mount and Sterling are attacking midfield. Sit behind Havertz leading the attack up front. Karnaseci, Koulibaly, Chilwell, Fofana, Fratisi, Savic, Rodrigo, Barbosa and Matheus Tel make up the bench. And here is how the two sides line up, and it's a very familiar side to the one that we played against just a couple of games ago now. Alisson in goal, Robertson, Ndidi, Fabinho, Alexander-Arnold making their defensive line, Jordan Henderson as the defensive midfielder, Reina and Ward-Prowse as the central midfielders, Luis Diaz and Mo Salah, who scored against us in that game, as the wide players sitting behind Nunes, Keller, Timescus, Elliott, Gomez, Thiago, Lazari, Kanate, Mulroney and Ralph Ellis make up their bench. We're playing our 4-2-3-1, of course. Confirmation of the two teams as the teams come out onto the pitch. And Darwin gets us underway in this FA Cup semi-final. Extended highlights, of course. Kovacic and Cucurella. Gavardio. Cucurella. Koeman. Cucurella. Gets one forward. Havertz heads that. Who's that? Hey, they have a free kick. Ward-Prowse. But Magnan is there to stop it going in. Gavardio gets the game back underway very quickly. Robertson with a throw-in. Reina. Robertson. Mount trying to win the ball. Didn't win it. Alexander-Arnold's there. And good save by Magnan again. It's gone out for a corner. Ward-Prowse with the corner. Swings it in. It's James heading it away. James. Kante, give that ball away. What is he doing? Alexander-Arnold's in. He's going to cut this back. Crosses it. Oh, it's come off the woodwork and we've cleared it. Sterling heads it upfield. It's all Liverpool, these highlights. And Law of Averages says at some point or other they're going to get one of these on target and hurt us. So we need to do something quick. 18 minutes on the clock. And we don't seem to have made many inroads, and they through now. Mo Salah is dangerous. Flipping heck. Mo Salah kicking that over the top. Deary me. Alexander-Arnold on that far side. But that ball won. Who won that ball? It was Mason Mount doing the work. Cucurella. Gavardio. Cucurella. Mount comes forward. It's Koeman, and he's been thwarted. Alexander-Arnold, they come forward again. Oh, but we've won it again. Kovacic winning it that time. Mount now. Come on, cross it. Kante. No. Oh, Garcia wins that ball, though. Sterling goes out wide of Koeman. Now we're in an attacking mode. Couldn't get that in for Havertz. Thwarted again. Oh, Darwin gets in. Reina's in. Oh, dear. Think it was deflected over for a corner. It was. Oh, dear. It's heart in the mouth time here. Ward-Prowse, and that's punted upfield. It's not the same as last season. We were comfortable by this point. It's gone out wide to Salah, who's switched wings, and they've got it in. Luis Diaz, and it was coming. It's been coming for a long, long while. Surprised it's taken them 23 minutes to get on the score sheet. And we need to do something very radical now. Salah again, not damaging us himself, but... And that's gone through to Luis Diaz, and he puts it away. James with a throw-in, 27 minutes on the clock. It's all been Liverpool in this first half, and as you'll see from the stats when we look at them, Sterling's won that ball back nicely, but there's nobody there. And it's Koeman winning that ball. Sterling has a go. It's gone out for a corner. Comes off the defender. Mount with the corner. Can we score from the corner? We are good at corners, but not this time. Koeman. Kante threads it through, but nobody there. Cucurella looking for Havertz. Winning these balls in midfield. Darwin's got away again. We go 2-0 down at half-time. We could be in trouble. That's crossed deep. Oh, Robertson. He scored. We're 2 down. And we are struggling. Half an hour and we're 2 down. This isn't going to be our FA Cup. Our Nemesis is doing it again. Koeman. Havertz. We need to be getting back on terms. And actually, if we're careful here, we're going to end up 3-0 down. And then we are in trouble. Reina over the top. Magnan with the goal kick to Garcia. Kante. James just haven't seemed to link midfield. Oh, for goodness sake. And they just want it. You can smell that they want it more than what we do. Gavardio. And it continues to be Liverpool. Oh, dearie me. We're living on our luck here. Sterling, he's trying his best. Havertz out wide of Koeman. Koeman was offside, I presume. James with a free kick. He's fired that one forward, but again, it's wasted ball. We've just been poor. Cucurella finds Koeman. Koeman gets there, pulls it back from Mount. Mount tried to throw through to Koeman again, but he's not there. James, Sterling, Kovacic. We get one back before half time. Sterling, it's bobbling around, but not going through, and it is half time now. That was a bit of a roller coaster first half, wasn't it? I hope your heart's taking it more than mine is. Maganan, I think, has kept us in luck at the minute. He's had 4 shots that he's saved. We've had 4 shots, nothing on target, 0.43. Admittedly, we're near enough 50% on the possession, but you look at, they've had 15 shots. They've been peppering us. 5 of them hit the target, 2 goals, 1.40, and 51% of the possession. We're going to have to turn it around in the second half. And we get the second half underway. Habits to Kante, to Garcia. And we've had a good talk at half-time. Kovacic, Kante want to see some changes and forward movement early in this second half. Need to get back. Oh. And I think James needs to come off possibly. I was thinking about it at half-time and I thought, no, give him a few more minutes. Sterling, Kante, Kovacic, Sterling, back to Kante, James, moving it around nicely, but Habits all straight into the arms of Alisson. Robertson with a throw-in. Still early days in this second half. And Cucurella straight into the pass. But Gavaldio cutting out the pass. Oh, and that was short. And Mo Salah's in. Oh, dear. We're lazy. Being lazy. You can't be lazy in the FA Cup final. If you're lazy in the FA Cup final, you will be punished. Kante winning that ball back nicely. Kante, Mount. Now we're in. Gavaldio, have it! Oh, he's taking the deflection, but I think he was offside. Ward-Prowse with a free kick. Swings it in. It's just gone wide. Cucurella. Koeman. Kovacic. Kante. Garcia. Throws it through to Sterling. Sterling, poor ball. Looking for Havertz, and it's just not happening today, is it? Cucurella cuts that out, but only as far as Alexander-Arnold. Salah crosses it. Oof, oh, dearie me. And with nearly 58 minutes on the clock, we're going to make our first 3 changes. Reece James, as I said, I was going to take him off. He's been playing poorly. He's got a yellow card. He's, just not in it. Garcia moving out to the right. Fofana comes on then for Reece James in the centre of defence. Kante, who could have played his last game for us. He's been playing poorly. We brought Fatisi on for him, but we moved Fatisi to the left side. He's gone as a Mazzala on attack. Mount on the right as the box-to-box midfielder. We might just need to change it up and go for attacking, but we needed a bit more oomph in that midfield. And we've also taken off Kingsley Koeman, who he's doing right, but getting very, very tired. And Rodrigo comes on in his place on that left-hand side just to see if he can do. He's been quite good form lately, but it's also possible that Barbosa could come on the right for Sterling shortly. But we're not finding our way through. And, we're really struggling as it is at the minute. And with nearly 66 minutes on the clock, we're going to have the last throw of the dice. The last 2 changes. Mason Mount is off. Milinkovic-Savic is on. I'm just wondering whether to change Fatisi to a support role. Put Savic on attack in that attacking midfield role. In fact, might even change him to attacking playmaker. Is he better? No, he's not. He's better as the advanced midfielder. And on the right, we have brought on Gabriel Barbosa. We want him to do some business if we can on that right side today. Just need something, and we need to go all out. I think we're also possibly going to have to go attacking in a minute, and if they score a 3rd goal, it's all over and done. But we need to do, and we're just going to have to go out and do it, I think. Savic, and he's hit the wall. He's come off the wall, gone out for a throw. Magnan rolls that ball out to Fofana. And it's a long ball forward. Nobody there. Barbosa, though, is underneath it. Savic. Garcia finds Barbosa. Barbosa into the edge of the area. Oof. Savic straight into the arms of Alisson. Garcia with a throw in on that far side. Savic. Kovacic short to Fratisi. But poor ball from them as well. Garcia. Maganan. Gavardio. Cucurella. We desperately need to get back. It's 82 minutes on the clock. Oh. They might as well score a third and put us out of our misery as Gomez has done. That's the end of that. We're not going to win the FA Cup for the third time in a row. It's been poor. Absolutely dismal. And that's got a deflection off of Fofana and loops over the top of Maganan. Everybody tired now as well. Fofana, Kovacic, Garcia. Be just nice to get one. But our Nemesis has done it again. Cucurella, Rodrigo comes forward. Fratisi's into the area. Has a shot but misses the post to get it in. 3 minutes of injury time. We're in the first minute of that injury time. And we're not going to get anywhere near back into this. Fofana. Garcia to Kovacic. Savic tries to thread it through to Barbosa, but it's poor ball. As has been all afternoon. Fofana, Kovacic, Garcia. Barbosa tries to thread it. Have it down to Cucurella. Cucurella comes forward. And it's just not happening. Gavardiol. Last chance to get one back, and Robertson steals it away. Kovacic puts it into touch. It's all over. Liverpool have won the FA Cup and take it away from us. We were poor, didn't deserve to win it at any time. If we'd managed to get back in the game and snuck it, I think it would have been really unfair. And our series Nemesis do it again. And so the stats are, we did have a few more shots in that second half, which was better, but we only got, I think it was one more on target. So we weren't anywhere near in it. 13 shots, 3 on target, 1.64. We did have the bulk of the possession, but that's about it. 21 shots, 7 on target. I think it was 15 and 5 at half-time, something like that. 1.69 on the XG, 47% of the possession. Liverpool are the FA Cup holders. And the news article on a fine summer's evening at Wembley, Liverpool's Jordan Henderson lived the dream of many a supporter as he lifted the FA Cup after Chelsea's heavy 3-0 defeat at the hands of Liverpool. Inside forward Luis Diaz gave Liverpool the lead. A cleanly struck effort from close to goal in the 23rd minute. Wing-back Robertson doubled a lead with a fierce shot on 30 minutes and a superb solo effort. Robinson looked delighted. However, powerful Maximiliano Gomez completed the route with a place shot into the bottom corner on 83 minutes. No, he didn't. He hit the defender and was looped over. So that's a load of old bullshit. There we go then, which means that we have one game left in our season. It's a game against Newcastle. Nothing really to play for. We're just going to round off the series purely because it will be the 99th episode and means that the transfer special will be episode 100. And unless I get the likes and I get the comments below, the series will grind to a sudden halt after the Newcastle game with just the roundup to go. So if you want it to continue, you've got to thumbs up me, and you've got to send some comments and say, please, Mark, carry on with the series. I'd like to come back. I'd like to win the Champions League, and I'd like to do a treble over Liverpool. I'd love to beat them in everything we can do. That would be just really trounce our nemesis. A 5-0 win in the FA Cup last season. I'd like to do that every time we meet them and really pummel them for one final season. If you want me to do that, comments below, please. Right, let's just have a quick look in the notices. Anything coming up? Looks like we talked about the Habits and possibly a new deal for him, and I think that looks like it could be imminent as well. Nothing really to tell in amongst that, so we'll leave it there, and we'll say we'll be back for the next episode against Newcastle away at St James's for the final Premier League game of the season. I think there's Premier League games going on, so have a quick look at the table. There are still some matches to be played. Liverpool, Manchester United notably. Everybody else has near enough played 37. Leeds, Aston Villa and West Ham are all relegated. Leeds obviously didn't win their game. 0-0 draw against Wolves. That finished them off then. So they are relegated. Brighton survive. And it's those three going down. And it looks like all the European places are sorted as well. Tottenham missing out. Looks like they're going to finish in 8th. So it's Chelsea, Manchester City in 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, but they do have a game in hand, which would take them in front of Manchester City. Manchester City drew against Leicester. That's why. Deary me. Manchester United are in 4th on 64. They could be caught by Arsenal, who are on 62. I'm guessing as they both got a 36, it's possible. I'm not sure who the game's in hand is against. Newcastle secure in 6th. They could still get up to 5th, possibly. And Brentford are down in 7th. Neither of those can miss out on a European place now, though. So the fight is not quite so bad as it was. So there we go. That's the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I haven't. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs. Even if you haven't, just give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this series, To Be Legend, new series, and all the rest of it as they are released. And if you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, the best way of doing it is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. New episodes Making Chelsea Stand Proud, released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. for as long as the series runs. We thank you for watching. We'll see you for the next episode on Tuesday. Have yourselves a great weekend. It'll be episode 99, and it's our final Premier League game of the season against Newcastle. Till then, bye-bye.